Hi, my name is Sierra. I'm your host of A CONVO of Friends, a show where I strive to make my guests feel seen, celebrated, and heard. Today, we're here with my friend Jordan, a multi-hyphenate creative. Thank you for being here, and welcome to the show. I'm really excited. I have Jordan here today, one of my really good friends. And before I get all into it, I just want to say thank you to Chez Matante. We're here today. This is one of my really favorite, one of my favorite restaurants. They have, the pancakes are so good. I've been talking about them all morning. I'm hungry also, so that's another reason why. But I want to cheers with you.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay.
Let's go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So CONVO of Friends and to you being here.
That is good.
It really is. It's giving fall.
Is it?
It's giving fall, it is. Oh my God, okay, so where do you want to start? Because I've known you for so long that it's hard for me to where do I want to start with you?
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know why you're a director, and I don't know why you fell in love with
I know
film.
why you do this shit.
Yeah, I don't know, I know you love it, but I don't know when you fell in love with it, so.
Yeah, I was thinking about it last night because I was like, okay, I gotta do this thing. So 97.
97?
Yeah.
Wow.
Star Wars got re-released.
Uh-huh.
And my dad took me to see the midnight screening. So I have really good memories. I was 9 years old, 4th grade.
Dope.
Yeah.
Wow.
Stood in line all night. And I got to stay up late, which was fire.
Wait, how old were you in 97?
9. Yeah.
Wow.
And then so then I saw the movie, and that's the only version that exists in my brain. There's a version before that version that's some of the characters are humans, and in this one they're aliens, and so that's the only version that's in my brain, so it feels like the original. But I was I saw that and I was like, oh, you can
do this.
Yeah, you can exist in different worlds.
And so, did that make you fall in love with a certain genre to want to do?
Yeah, of course.
No, because I mean
I love sci-fi.
Yeah, yes, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Is that you like sci-fi? That means you want it to, only shoot sci-fi.
Yeah, I mean, if I tried in college to be P.T. Anderson or something like that, or Scorsese. But I don't care about.
Yeah.
I live here every day. I know what happens.
I want to be in this alternate universe.
Take me to space.
Yeah. I mean, listen, is The Matrix considered sci-fi in any way?
So that's the one. Star Wars was I want to be in movies. That was I want to be an actor.
Okay.
So for a really long time, I was trying to act.
So then you see this film, and then what? 20 years later, you're like.
So it was Star Wars, and then I saw The Matrix, and then I was like, oh, you can because my dad's a pastor, so I always was into sort of the meaning behind what was actually being shown. The world is here, and then there's a veil. The world is a veil, and then there's all this extra shit going on behind the scenes. So when I saw The Matrix, I was like, oh, you can portray this stuff through storytelling. It was the first time I thought about stories as keys to life.
So unlocking. Yeah.
The Matrix to me is
this?
Is true. It's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
me, everything could be a simulation. We might be in a simulation currently.
You know what's so crazy that you say that? Sometimes I sit on my couch and I be like, this is real life.
Yeah.
I don't, obviously this is real life, but I'd be like, this is actually happening and I'm going through it.
Yeah.
So that is, if I can feel like that can be true a teeny bit. Obviously I know it's real life, but yeah.
We can get deep on it and think about so we created computers which simulate.
We did. We literally, the whole metaverse stuff that I'm not a fan of.
Yeah.
We've been pushing the envelope so much that now we're here.
But the concept of simulation has actually become real, right, to us.
Right.
So what makes it fake for for us to be the simulation for someone else? If you think about the universe as multiple if you get to, there's an edge of our universe.
Which would be what?
Exactly. It could.
Right.
There could be multiple universes outside of our universe,
right.
and we might be a simulation. Or if you like think of like quantum mechanics,
Yeah.
like the extra dimensional stuff that's going. Like every time you make a decision, a new string pops out.
Yes.
So like these could all be. There is a version.
In some way, it's true. It's
Yeah.
just like how you perceive it to be true.
Exactly.
Like in that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like some people are thinking about it like
physical, like the edge of the earth if I go to a
yeah.
fucking cliff.
Yeah.
One, or the edge of the earth if I go to Mars.
Yeah.
But then, like the edge of the earth depending on, I don't know, emotionally. Like there's so many different ways.
Exactly. Yeah. When I saw The Matrix, it all clicked in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I can talk about the state of
The world.
the universe,
Yeah.
the state of us in the universe, and then with a guy that goes back in time. Like,
Yeah. Like your movie.
Yeah.
We will send you over now to our live feed from the Chronospace.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch.
They say it can take several moments for the feed to travel back through space-time, so we're just waiting for our connection to load.
Sergeant Freeman.
This is Sergeant Gary Freeman. Phoenix 1 has landed.
I had the honor of doing wardrobe on.
Killed it.
Yes, thank you.
You're
Because you
welcome.
never said that to me.
You killed it.
Oh, can I tell you a story about that?
Yeah. No.
Oh my God. So
I think I'm gonna know.
Yes, you are gonna know. I'm sure
Okay.
she told you.
Yeah.
So I didn't have. There was a scene in the movie, and there was something that I forgot.
Something.
It was the vest.
It was a
It
bunch.
was the biggest part of the outfit,
Yeah.
and I forgot it. I'm looking at the cameras, guys, because I was really fucking embarrassed, okay? So I forgot it, and I didn't want to tell you.
Oh, yeah.
And I had a panic attack.
Yeah.
And so we go to Walmart, and I'm like, we're just going to get something similar. And it was nothing similar.
Yeah.
And she was like, we're going to have to tell Jordan.
Yeah.
And I was like, we can't do it, I'm ruining the movie. It worked out, but Jordan, when I tell you.
Didn't I handle it well?
Yes, you did. But I was so scared. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going to ruin my friend's movie.
I ruined
Like-
it actually. The drive crashed, and so we lost all the stuff from that day, so it didn't matter.
But and then I didn't want to tell the lead actor.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, he's gonna fucking know. He's gonna be like, why do I have this different? I'm like,
But he handled it well too.
no. But I also didn't really share it with him. I was like, it's fine. We're just gonna wear this one. Like,
Yeah. We worked
everybody
it out.
handled it pretty well. But I was having a major meltdown.
Yeah.
The entire time. We drove all the way to Walmart. We had to look for it. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
I learned a huge lesson though, that I should just
What'd you
be
learn?
I should have just been up front and told
Yeah.
you from the beginning. Like,
Man, that's like a lesson that I'm learning just in life in general currently is taking responsibility
Yeah.
goes a long way.
But like being accountable and taking responsibility is so hard to do in the moment because it's like, I fucked up. And instead I'm like, okay, how do I fix this fuck up? But I'm like, let him know, because you clearly need help to
Yeah.
fix this mess.
Usually if you tell somebody, they're gonna help. Like it's on them. They also have a vested interest, so it's good.
They
for them
want
to
to
help
fix
you.
it, right? Yeah. I didn't really understand that fully, and she kept saying that, like, he's gonna be okay, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No.
When do
But
I be yelling at? That's the whole. I get
didn't
confused.
think I didn't think you were gonna yell at me. It was just like the disappointment. Like, I already knew we were so far away. It was just the disappointment. I
Yeah.
didn't want to like disappoint you, and I also disappointed myself. I was like, Sierra.
Yeah, shame plays a lot into like how people act and react to things, and I feel like, cause we like judge people a lot. Like we think about like they're an idiot, they're stupid, they're da. And then so we think I said this about that person a while ago, so I know they're gonna say it about me.
But I
when
also
fuck
said it
up.
about myself when I
Yeah.
like the when I made that mistake, that's exactly what I said. Like,
I'm killing
probably, probably not as intensely, but I was like, this is fucking dumb. You're dumb. What are you doing? So the negative self-talk into the shame of like sharing it is like.
Yeah, just negative self-talk. Somebody was saying like creativity isn't is a mode of action. Like we're all creative, and the only thing that gets in between you and your creativity is your own negative self-talk.
Yeah, I mean, even this, like doing this itself, I'm like you have this expectation because you see other people do things that are similar, but it's like I'm also not these people.
Man, my biggest encouragement to people around me is like, just put the thing out.
Yeah.
You guys are wasting time thinking about
just
how it's gonna, and it might be, I said this before, but like your first thing is not gonna be that good.
This was the thing that I did want to ask you about, like what success looks like and how you. Like how you empower yourself to know like that you are successful despite, you know, I don't know, like the pivots that you kind of have to make.
Yeah, I don't think you never know you're successful. I think if you do the thing right, like if you sit down and you're like, I'm such a success. I'm so successful.
Right.
I actually don't like that.
Yeah.
I like the idea of like, I'm a constant work in progress. That's like so much easier on yourself. Like my stuff doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
Success to me is like being happy, having fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, then if those are the parameters, then I feel successful.
You are successful.
Totally. But I think the parameters are not just myself. I'm like, when I'm creating for myself, yes, those are the parameters where I'm like, this feels good, I'm excited, I'm happy to be here, it's an offering to the world. All those things feel like that's in this bubble.
Yeah.
The problem is like the business of it and the putting it out there. That's when the success can get blurry for me, and I have to remind myself of the purpose while I did it so that I can be like, to stay in that bubble, because if I don't, I'm like, this is horrible.
Yeah, there's a lot of things there happening.
No, I mean, growing up with a mom that was like a therapist, and how do you feel like that has shaped you so that you don't kind of have to have those outside noises of that stuff?
Yes. So my mom wasn't. That's funny though that my mom.
I thought she was.
No, she's not. She's a writer. But she like worked at the YMCA when I was a kid. But they always had us. Like my dad had to do family counseling was part of as a minister. That's what she had to do.
I thought that because during COVID, I was like watching her do all these talks on social media, and she was talking from this perspective that I was like, oh.
She's an emotional genius.
Got it.
My mom's an emotional genius.
I need an emotional genius in my life.
Yeah. She would not say, I recommend everyone has a conversation with my mom at least once. She would not say that she is, but she is. And I don't know how she deals with my dad, because he is not an emotional genius. I love you very much. But my mom does the emotional stuff, and my dad is very emotional, but not
right, in that same way. Yeah, get that. That's probably why they work so well.
They're so good
it's
together.
So even kill.
And they're also just, but growing up with the two of them, I just learned communication.
Yeah.
And I still have a lot of things that I'm bad at. Like I deal with shame also on my own, like in my own personal stuff because of religion, like growing up religious and like being an American is like, there's so much shame.
It's also like, I have never called myself an American.
Yeah.
I think if people would ask me like, what are you? I would say I'm Panamanian and I'm black before I would say I'm American, which I was born here.
Yeah.
But like my mom. And
no,
like,
you're American.
I know.
I think
you laughing at me is so funny because I know what you're laughing at. But it's so much easier for me to identify in that way rather than saying like I'm an American.
Yeah.
What it stands for present day makes me feel like,
America is a brand more than it's like Panamanian feels like there are roots and there's a thing, and America feels like it's a T-shirt.
Yeah, it does. Because I'm like, none of my traditions feel like American.
But they are.
No, I mean, I celebrate Thanksgiving, so they are. Like, I'm very aware. But I feel like, technically, I'm like, all of my heritage feels very Panamanian that I'm like, I'm Panamanian.
Yeah.
Like I can exclude myself as if but I can't.
I think, man, I was saying yesterday, America has a long history of, all of us have a long history of people ownership. And
but what does that mean?
like it started with slavery.
Yeah.
But as an American, like you were talking about like the business aspect of being successful. Like part of the reason that in the business aspect you feel unsuccessful is because it deals with someone else's ownership of your idea or you or your work. America is built on that, like people ownership. We like love all of us too. Like black people accidentally got, black people got corralled into this like thing, but like we took it on because we are in marriage with the evil that is America accidentally. Yeah. We didn't mean to become this part of it.
Yeah, they were our fathers and our mothers, so now we are.
So we're here.
In our, we've birthed it out too.
And we're thinking about, like, we're constantly thinking about success in these ways that we've grown, because that is our mother and our father. So we're trying to impress something that we weren't, first of all, adopted into, and then like don't have roots someplace else to be able to say like this is ours.
On top of that it feels like it's not why I'm doing it for. So it strips me of my creativity. Yeah. Like I'm like, now I don't feel.
That is like the this is the thing, like America is based in human ownership. Is like, so like the military, the idea of the military is you strip someone of their, who they are individually, you make them part of a big thing, and then you send them out to fight someone else, and you give them a bunch of derogatory terms to call those people, so they don't feel bad killing them because
they have these reasons why you're supposed to do it.
They're no longer human. They're animals from this part of the world.
But like in the human experience, I'm like, I feel so tainted by that stuff that I'm like, how do I balance capitalism and also be creative? And I feel like that is the hardest point, because people that you admire, they're doing that well. So are they giving up?
Are they?
Well, I mean, like if I look at like Pharrell, somebody that has been able to do it in so many different pockets, music, fashion, his own brand, also speak his purpose. To me, I'm like, yes, you get to do it on a high level and do it well.
Yeah, but he's doing fashion. He's like doing fashion for Louis Vuitton, right? So he's struggling with that same concept.
I'm like, sure on a higher level, for sure. I'm just saying the fact that like you get to reach this plateau of being like.
But that's what I'm saying with, okay, it depends on what you're calling success. Like if it's doing it on a high level, that high level is at the expense of human ownership. Like someone else. Those aren't Pharrell's drawings. Those are someone else's drawings. And then Pharrell gets to be like, I don't like this and this and this. But he makes those people work extra hours. He's working for one of the largest like.
Okay, in that sense, yes. You tell yourself those things are all okay. They're part of the thing to get the thing. Yeah. To get the bigger thing. The other big shiny thing that is not real. Yeah. Which is money.
Which is what people are like, that's where it becomes a high level, right? But this is a high level. Yeah. Like this conversation between us.
No, this conversation is a higher level, but like this is the problem. Then in the eyes, but even that I am afraid of.
Yeah.
Because even the amount of so many eyes, I'm like, what does that mean? Yeah.
Human ownership.
Right. Like how often, which you.
But let's just take that out of it, right? Let's take all of the viewership. Let's boil it down to the actual idea, which is you talking to your friends. Yeah. This is very high level. Yeah. That's a very high level concept.
And also, I think my friends, hence why I have you here, are so brilliant. I'm like, I get to talk to people that I love that are really brilliant, that teach me things.
Yeah.
Why not share it with other people? That's really the bottom line of why I do it.
That currently plus this man here doing this with this high level.
No, I mean, and thank God, I'm thankful. So yes, you're right.
You're doing Louis Vuitton level work currently.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
But it doesn't. My point is,
I get
if
what
you're
saying.
happy and having fun, it is the same in every tier, whatever you want to call high level or low level. If you're happy and having fun, you're doing better than someone who has high level money but is unhappy having no fun.
Yeah.
They are not high level. They're very low level with lots of money.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you feel like you're unlearning currently then? Well, this season, whatever.
Unlearning. I'm never unlearning. This just came to me.
Tell me more.
Learning. I feel like learning is can only, like the planets, can only move in one direction.
First off, I just want to let everybody know. So me and Jordan had a conversation off camera about him being a Libra and him embracing all of his Libra-ness.
Here.
I was like, that astrology is science. And Jordan said that astrology is not science. And I was like, the stars and the moon and the
Are real.
Are real.
Yeah.
So why is this not science?
First of all, I'm a new astrology poppy, and so I am
not a new astrology poppy.
And so I'm not saying anything about
the astrology community by any means.
Yeah.
Live your best lives.
I'm with you, girl.
I'm with you,
but
girl.
The idea, like, astrology is not based in actual science. Like, we've learned so much since the advent of astrology that says, like, Mercury doesn't retrograde. It is a trick of the eye. So from where we stand on the planet Earth, when we see Mercury, it seems like it's moving backwards in space, but it's just our rotation in combination with how far it is away from us that makes it feel like it's moving backwards, but it's still moving forwards. We're just moving also.
Got it.
So while astrology,
do you feel like there are aspects of astrology that is real, but it's hard for it to be? See, I guess I asked that because I am not 100% on anything.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a little bit of how I grew up, it's a little bit of my sign, it's a little bit of my environment.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, nothing is 100% because I am an individual and that is not my God.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, whatever, but.
My thing is I have given up on telling people that things aren't real simply because I've realized now that everyone's so scared. Like we're all scared and we're all like hurtling towards death. And there is no solution to death and none of us know what's gonna happen afterwards. And so we're all trying to understand.
Yeah.
We've been like, our parents had sex and then we were like thrown onto this planet and whatever you got. It's like, it was a random luck of the draw, like the money, the place you were born, all of these things have to do with like who you are as a person. And then as you grow, you have to like make sense of the fact that now I'm dying.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Now I will die eventually.
No, you're currently dying. Like we're currently hurtling towards it.
I mean, at any age.
At any age you can die.
Okay, fine. True, yes.
And so we're like coming to terms with that. And so like there are things like God and astrology and reading and movies and music that make us feel happy knowing that the
more
eventuality,
yeah.
And so I'm over telling people the truth of the matter.
But I also feel like have your version of the truth.
Yeah.
I am the person, you tell me something, I take what resonates and I can leave the rest. And there's no argument.
Yeah. For me though, it wasn't argument because I'm like, that is not what the planets are doing. What are you guys talking about?
Well, I like the facts about, so I will say maybe I was wrong. I have not read, I do not know. I will look it up.
Yeah.
But I do feel like I'm super connected to certain, like the sun or the moon, so I'm like, in some ways, some of this feels like it resonates.
Even if it's not, like, you might feel super connected to the sun, and Carl Sagan has this, like, I'm like going into a different thing, but Carl Sagan has this pale blue dot. It's like a, I don't even know it's like a poem to me. But pretty much it's saying, like, if you go one planet over, if you go to Mars, the Earth looks like a dot. If you go 3 planets over, you can't even see the Earth anymore. And then everything that you and I have ever known, every war, everybody we've ever loved, every bit of information has all existed on this planet we're on right now, from humans like you and I, that you can't see from 3 planets over.
Right.
And you can't see us from a plane in the sky. Like if you take
So it's not real.
It is, it's all very
No,
real.
I know, but I'm saying essentially,
The universe cares much less about our individual problems. It's us that is putting it on the universe.
Yeah.
Your connection to the sun is you connecting to what you can see as larger. But the sun doesn't see you.
right, I believe that.
The sun just exists.
I think we need
It's not like
that.
I'm connecting to
no,
it. Yeah.
no, yes, it's mine.
Yeah. But
No.
that is
No,
human
yes.
ownership. Back to America.
No,
is-
totally. I mean, I don't believe that, but I'm saying I
Yeah.
understand of like the feeling.
I love
you
that
want
feeling.
to feel like I'm small and you are big, and there's something in the world that's much bigger than me, and so that you can have some perspective
Yeah.
on your small little life,
Yeah.
because you start to feel like your problems are
Huge.
huge. And then when you think of things like the sun is going to be here before and after,
Yeah. It makes it feel better.
it makes you feel much better.
And I enjoy thinking that the sun can't see me. That's how I look. That's me as a Libra. This is how I enjoy seeing the world, is that I keep looking at the camera and so my girlfriend can know that I'm like,
That I believe.
yeah.
I believe in this Libra shit, okay, baby? I believe.
Exactly.
Jordan believes.
Exactly.
I'm Team Jordan. So he
I
believes.
believe. I love the feeling of the sun is bigger than me, and my problems are inconsequential, and even though it feels like the world is collapsing, the universe is going to move on, and eventually I'll rejoin that.
I like that feeling, but I don't.
Yeah, it's scary.
When you start to think about like real, like not everything is real, but like real life stuff, like people dying, I do feel like, damn, you just gotta, life still goes on without that person.
And so then the thing that makes it like super important to me is that we are the only people that understand in the entire universe, we're the only
Our
beings that
existence,
understand
yeah.
our existence, and we need to take care of each other.
Yeah.
Like that is actually the purpose. Is like you and I, and everybody in here are the only people that understand what it means to be a human being
Yeah. And so that we should be doing a better job at being in community with
with each other.
I would think after COVID we would have learned that lesson.
It
But
made
I
it
think
worse,
there's
though.
and there's so much separation. Like
Yeah.
there's so many ways to separate one from somebody else that people just get really tunnel vision on their life, and they don't understand that like my actions deeply affect how
Everyone else.
somebody else shows up in the world. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't have to, but it does.
Yeah, there's like this constant, just like with art, there's a constant battle of like success versus happiness. But with humans, it's like a battle of survival. My survival versus your survival. When I think if we take out the death equation, if we all just understand like we're all gonna die eventually, and you have a certain window of time and appreciate that window of time that you have,
It would be much more openness.
and
like
then we
more,
took
more,
care of each other.
Yeah. So like, do you need more people that are writers?
Ooh, man, that's tough. Recently, yeah, because I don't like writing as much anymore.
Because I just feel like, I don't know what it is like being creative in that way, but somebody that can bring you these like incredible ideas and have it all well thought out, and you can just put holes where it needs to be, and then you can direct it.
Yeah, I would love to do. So I have this idea. I would love to come up with the idea, give it to a really talented writer, and then get it back
Okay,
as a
yeah.
script. So like I have this idea right now about. Do you know about zombies in Haiti?
Oh, wow.
Okay. So when the French had occupied Haiti, they told the Haitian slaves, that they would be, if they killed themselves, they would come back as zombies to work the land because they had this rich history.
They
of,
told these people
Yeah, yeah.
that if they killed themselves,
Yeah.
they would come back as somebody else.
as zombies,
Wow.
and they would still have to work the land. So to keep
They
them from
would
killing,
still be slaves.
yeah, if they killed themselves. So I have this.
That's incredible. You die, you come back, you still the same.
You still gotta work, and it would scare people into not killing themselves.
Wow. Oh, okay. That's the okay.
Yeah, because people didn't want to be slaves, so they'd be killing
listen,
themselves.
yeah.
So I have this concept for this movie. This is mine. This is copyrighted. Don't take this. This is a good one.
Okay. No, is it copyrighted before you say it?
It is now because
Okay.
you hear me saying it on the fucking.
I'm just.
The first proof of concept right here.
It is right here.
Got you.
No one-
Okay.
She's
I want to make sure that your shit is protected.
If somebody makes it, it's right here.
Got it.
So I have a concept about a slave kills himself, comes back as a zombie, and overthrows the plantation. And in the end, we find out that he faked his death and started a revolution. And now no one else will come to that plantation because they think that it's overrun by zombies.
Wow.
So he goes on to own the land, his own land in Haiti, because of this urban legend.
I do want to know, since you're a director, like, what are your favorite movies? Like, what are you?
Yeah.
And like, what are you watching outside? Like, what are your favorite movies, and what are you watching today?
Yeah. My favorite movies right now are The Matrix.
The old one.
The first three.
The first one.
I like
Oh.
all three.
Okay, so you
I
just
like-
didn't really love the last one.
The last one was garbage, and it's fine.
I mean, yeah,
They-
it's
they
fine.
can
They
do whatever,
gave
yeah,
me enough.
yeah.
Yeah.
Praise God for them. The Matrix, Everything Everywhere All at Once,
Oh, I really like that movie.
crying,
Sometimes I think,
tears.
I'm like, brain, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Because it took me a lot to understand what the hell was going on. I was texting you like, Jordan, tell me, just
Yeah.
tell me what's happening.
It's hard.
Keep going.
Punch Drunk Love,
Punch Drunk Love. Who's in that?
Adam Sandler.
I like Adam Sandler a lot.
This is like something different.
Yeah.
You should check it out.
I feel like, I don't know if maybe I didn't see it. I'll see if I'll watch it.
Check it out. It's good.
Punch Drunk Love. I like Everything Everywhere All at Once. That was really good. And it won a lot of awards too.
So what's your favorite movie?
It's my favorite movie. See, my favorite movies are things like Brown Sugar. Like love.
Love.
Like love Brown Sugar. It's like one of my favorite movies.
Punch Drunk Love is a love movie though.
But I like romantic comedies.
Yeah.
They're my favorite. See, I don't
Brown Sugar
dislike-
is your favorite movie?
No, but I can't think of, because I don't think I have like one movie
Yeah.
that's like
What's
the
your
best.
favorite song?
I don't have that either. Like I would probably say a Lauryn Hill song, but I don't have, because I'm like genres. Like,
Yeah. Who's your favorite artist?
All-time favorite artist ever. Probably be Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Because I like Beyonce a lot, but I'm like, I'm not gonna listen to B all day, every day. I can listen to that
Lauryn
Lauryn
Hill
album all day if I had
whenever.
to choose.
Yeah. Mine is D'Angelo.
Ooh, I love that pick. I didn't know this.
D'Angelo's by far, but the runner-up is Beach Boys.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you play this during your DJ sets? I forgot to
No, no,
mention
no.
that Jordan is also a DJ.
No, I don't. I don't DJ. DJ is fun. It's like I like DJing because it's like I only play stuff I like to hear. I want to hear.
No, I mean, listen. For somebody that's playing stuff not for the crowd, which honestly you should be playing for yourself in a certain way, it's great. I'm always like.
But if somebody that's like 25 comes into my set, they're like, "Who's this old nigga playing this early 2000 goddamn bullshit?"
No, but I'm always like, yes.
Yeah.
I can bop. I don't have to like.
I like I did. Oh, what was Big Pimpin' into the Pokemon theme song?
I also like people that actually have mixes.
Yeah.
I truly cannot stand a DJ that cannot mix one song into the next. If you just start playing shit, I'm ready to go.
Yeah. I respect it all. It's it's all fun.
No. And you need to like the transitions also. It matters to me.
They do matter. No one ever films my transitions though. They
I
always.
have.
You have, yeah. But whenever I get my videos back, it's just like he's playing.
Nah, I'll be like, oh, this is it right here. We gotta get this. No, yeah, for sure.
Lauryn Hill is a great example of success, who was happy and having fun, and then when she wasn't happy and having fun anymore, she stopped doing it, and then she found something else to be. And we don't even know what that is.
Right.
I'm sure she
And
feels
so
great.
is that in the pivot? Is that because, like, for instance, like styling, I'm still happy and having fun doing it. There's so many stipulations and so much business around it. that can be exhausting because you have to make a living, unfortunately. But I'm still happy and having fun doing it. But is that when you're no longer happy and quote unquote having fun, to pivot into doing something else?
Yeah, I think if you're not happy, I think that there are moments where you aren't happy doing something, but I think if your general thing is like, I'm not happy here, you have the privilege to be like, let me try something different.
Try something new. Yeah.
And it doesn't always have to be a different avenue of expression, but just like a different way of doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm currently like in a not having fun with movies thing.
Why are you not having fun?
Like after we did the Chrononaut and then I'm submitting to like festivals, every festival has said no. It's like been like no every time. And I don't know what it is, but I like that. Like that movie's good to me.
No, that movie's great.
And so it's not fun to know that the thing, like that one feels like, okay, this is the direction that, if I did the rest of my career, this is how it would go.
Yeah.
It's not fun to be like, that's not what people
But I also feel like you're doing two things in one. Like you're being honest in where the state of the world is. You're sharing history on that, and then you're adding this like sci-fi spin to it that I think sometimes for people that it's just it's a lot to like
ingest.
Yeah, to take in at one time, especially already that a lot of people that are in those spaces don't look like me and you, so they don't really want to ingest it in the accountability state that you're putting it in. It's like, So what's the best advice you've ever received?
My senior year of high school, my parents took us to Hawaii because they moved us to Nebraska from Pennsylvania, and it was the worst. And they were like, my dad was almost like, we're not gonna go to Hawaii because it's expensive. And I was like, no, I did not come out here to knock it. That's why I came out here.
Going to Hawaii.
Yeah. But when we were driving someplace, and my mom said all of a sudden, she was like, Jordan, whatever you want to do, you can do it. I'm not going to stand in your way. That was the best advice I ever got.
My mom said that to me all growing up, but I was like, you should have added some
Yeah.
things on the end of that. Like you could be anything you want and you need money. You could be anything you want. And look, listen, in hindsight, yes, you can. I think if she didn't say that to me, I don't think I would have packed up my little things and came to New York. But I was like, I didn't know I needed money.
So the thing is, I don't think you can be anything you want. I think you can be anything you're willing to work towards.
Yeah.
But when my mom said, I'm not going to stand in between you and it was like, okay, that didn't like connect for me until later on. Yeah, so it's a different kind of support though, because it's like, she knew already, like, this is going to be really, whatever you decide to do, it's going to be super hard. And I'm not going to be the person to tell you can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the person to tell you can do it.
You. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I'm going to give you money to do the thing. And it doesn't mean I'm going to.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that I'm going to fund it.
Yeah, yeah.
But it means I'm going to listen to you and hear you and help you.
And if this is what you want to do, then you're going to have to do it. Like,
Yeah.
you can't come to me and be like, I don't think I can do this anymore. I'm not going to stand in between you and that thing. This is what you said you want to do, so you got to go and do that thing.
Yeah.
So I think that was probably I'm still learning. Like my mom has given me.
I need
my
to
dad
talk
too.
to your mom.
Yeah.
I need it.
My mom has given me so much, like money, support, love. My dad too, but like my mom was the first person to say like, I'm not gonna stand in your way.
Yeah.
That's hard. Like
No, yeah.
people will support you and stand in your way at the same time.
I think my mom unknowingly stood in my way because she just wanted her little girl near her.
And to be safe.
No, for sure. She was like, I can help you here.
Yeah.
I know exactly where you're at. I can help you do this. Like, I know this.
Yeah.
I know this world you're entering to. I don't know enough about it.
Yeah.
So now helping you might look like maybe I can send you a few dollars, but like I'm also living in New York City, more expensive. I'm living in a creative world. There's like so she's just like, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to truly help you.
Yeah,
so,
I can't, yes. Yeah, when you want to help somebody or when you care about somebody, it's easy to be like, don't do that because you're going to fuck it up and I already know. And then, but you don't understand, like that's making the person feel like they can't do the thing.
And that is a wrap on today's show. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope to see you next time. Until then, bye.